So let's talk about this because black people can be racist, and I'm not gonna say a majority, but a lot of black people are really, really racist, and they justify it by saying I can't be racist. It's just prejudice. What? What, bro? If you're racist, you're racist. Now, people, if this video does get anywhere, I know this has been a topic for a very long time, but look at me. I'm a black male, luscious with my locks, skin glowing. I am not this light. I'm actually darker than this. I like my dark complexion. It's just as light. It's pretty bright. It's pretty bright in front of my face, but prejudice and race being racist are two different things, two completely different things, so you cannot side them together. um Now I'll say what people generally feel because I understand that. There's a big difference. Oh yeah, I'll explain. So people feel that black people cannot be racist because we're inside a system that looks down on us. Therefore, if we say something about another race, we're not deemed racist because we're inside a system that's against us. Hence, where we can't be racist, right? No, that's not how the definition of racist and racism works. Um, Pretty much, it's one thing to not to dislike or not like somebody for a certain reason, but the root definition of being racist or racism is not liking or disliking a particular group of people, whether it's religion. No, it's not religion. Well, it could be religion included. I could be wrong. We're gonna check this. Or based on race or ethnicity. So that means that it's like a target to a specific group. And if you're definitely saying, like, if you're saying, oh, we're better than another group, that's the root of racism. And do you know how many people say, I mean, a lot of people say, as a black person, we're better in every way than a white person. Like, that's their absolute shit or whatever. Or with Asians, they can say, oh yeah, we definitely look way better than Asians in a whole. Like, fuck Asian people. We're black love. Fuck them Asian people. Fuck how they look. Like, bro, like, my point is, if you're saying that you're better than another race and you dislike them, that's the root of racism. That's what racism is. It's coming from white people, black people, Asian people, fucking, what's another, bro? Whatever. I can't think of shit right now, but that's what it is. Now, to differentiate being racist to what most people think is saying, like, we're inside the system for it, there is systemic racism. Systemic racism is completely different than the root and question of the definition of being racist or racism. And check me if I'm wrong. I have no problem being wrong, but think about it. Systemic racism, it's a form of racism that is built inside the system. Think about the definition. A form of racism that is built inside a system. Systemic racism. Which means what? That means that we still haven't defined what racism is, right? What is racism? Matter of fact, because like I said, I could be wrong. And this is not something that I'm trying to bring to be an emotional topic, because I'm not emotional. I'm just talking a bit louder. But the thing is, we need to get the root of this, because people saying that, oh, I'm black, I can't be racist. That doesn't make sense to me. No. Now, if you can say we cannot be systemically racist, then yes, I agree with that, because we can't. We can't. But think about this. If black people flip the system and now black people are at the top and we despise and went against white people, what does that now make us? Already, we were at that point, if you already didn't like them, ready to want to dispose or whatever, that's already racist. But now what are we implementing? Systemic racism. It can be switched in any direction. If black people are at the top, white people are at the bottom, and we're putting in rules that are against white people, That is systemic racism. Yes or no? Okay. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we're gonna look at this real quick. Let's look at this real quick. Uh, is this the right one? Nah, 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 nah. We could go with this one. This one is fine. So look at this. Let's look up racist, right? I don't even know how to zoom in. I'm not gonna lie to you. Damn, I don't know. Well, you guys can see it. Hopefully, I think you guys can. So it says prejudice against or antagonistic toward a person or people on a basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. Typically, one that is a minority or marginalized. So for one, I didn't mean to say religion. I was thinking racial or ethnic. That's what I was thinking. Sorry about that. And that typically, do you know that that one word typically makes so much more of a difference? If you take this word out, completely erase this, and it goes from one that is a minority or marginalized, then at that point, the definition of being racist, poof pow, I'm on your side. Black people cannot be racist. We can't be racist. But that's not the case, because it says typically, which means that's not inside every case. That's not inside every case. And I still, now I would have to go to like the actual dictionary to get the right old ideology of being racist. But I'm pretty sure it's when it's looking down upon the next race in any way. So it's not just prejudice. Well, look, you know what? You say it's just prejudice and it's not being racist. Let's see what the definition of prejudice is, right? That makes sense for everybody. Having or showing a dislike or distrust that is derived from prejudice. Bigoted. Okay. So now let's talk about the definition of prejudice. Now, some black people are actually prejudiced and not racist in that form. So us saying, like black people saying, I'm prejudiced towards white people for the history that is behind us, that's being prejudiced. That is understandable, saying that I don't really trust them because of our past. But do you know what differentiates the being prejudiced and being racist? Once you start to say black people are better than white people, that is going back to being racist. Because now if there's a dislike or distrust because of the history, that's one thing. But going back and bringing it to now and saying that black people are overall better, whether it's smarts, athletics, whatever, some of these things can be statistically proved, and it has been. Like athletically, I can say we are better than the majority of white people. But then again, you have to realize everybody is not the same. Everybody's different. So there can be a white person who's way more athletic than me. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, I don't care. White people are still not as strong. Everybody's different. Everybody, bro, it doesn't matter what the race it is. Everybody is different. So understanding that, once you change from being prejudiced, and we looked at the definition for prejudice, you can be prejudiced. Well, it doesn't really matter. You can be racist. I don't care. But stop saying that you can't be racist, because you can. So you can be prejudiced at one point by saying that there's a dislike or distrust due to the history of it. But as soon as you start to say, yes, black people are better in whole, and start to compare different scenarios where, yes, and I hear people ramble about this, and I'm not saying that this is just my opinion, because I feel like I'm more of a Martin Luther King type of person rather than Malcolm X. I believe MLK way, but I do understand that there is a fine line in between, where if we mesh as far as Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, if we mesh right in between there, rather than opposing the two sides, we would go so much further. Because I understand that being destructive in some sense, it is helpful, and being peaceful in one sense is helpful as well. But the complete opposite sides, obviously, it proved in the past that it can do something, but it's not as better as bringing them as one and trying to figure out the right solution, if that makes sense. But I just wanted to say, yes, you can be racist if you feel like black people as a whole is better than white people, and that's okay. I'm not gonna say don't be racist. I really don't care, but understand that you can be racist. That is just as simple as that. It is what it is, you know. But the root of all this, I want people to understand that moving forward, we need to figure out better solutions to certain things. Because saying to a white person, "Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. I can't be racist. I'm black." That doesn't solve anything. What does that? What does that do? Okay, let's say you can't. You are black. What the fuck does that do? You still just fucking try to shit on somebody. Why? What's the point? Like, come on. Like, it's just things like that. It doesn't really make sense. And if you really want to grow, you have to think of better solutions than that. So what? You're not racist. And how is that gonna fix our fucking country with our younger kids and fucking black boys still doing this bullshit? I still have friends that's still doing bullshit because we're still not taught the right thing. So what the fuck does it matter if we're gonna be racist or not, my nigga? Let's fucking bring our people up so we can be on the same terms. Like, I'm not saying this in an emotional standpoint. I'm not trying to be aggressive, but like, come on now. Instead of saying, so what, we can't be racist, go and help out your fellow member. Help each other out. Think of solutions like that can help each other out, because the path that we're going on makes no sense. Makes no sense. Goodbye.